Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hoosh Manzana built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon State Beavers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Beavers will get us started with the opening kickoff. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking for a crease to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and
he's loose. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Man, that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
They'll go to the ground. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job on this defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make the play they do.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
They're strong and they're strong. defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll call for the fair catch here. Line gets set, first down. The hand to the running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz, I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Got a man, it's Hankerson. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They keep attacking through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Dropping back, It's McCoy. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
And now on second down for this offense. Takes a handoff, and Scatterbo finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Scatterbo. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Looking to pass on second down. Coming after him. And the pass hits, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the RPO, complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Back to pass, it's McCoy. Skips away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Working that left side now. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Power football with the run. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arizona State 7, Oregon State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Got him downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a... The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. The toss to the outside. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Offense getting set for first down. He leaves it with his back. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
On the run, it's Brooks. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. He'll set up to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Card. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Just a short pass to the tight end. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. This time he's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Going up top on 1st down. He finds his man.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it to the car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
They're going to throw it again, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps his drive moving.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fair catch called for and made. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in left.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught! Touchdown, Beavers!
In this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arizona Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Scatterbo. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Carr. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is ready to move those sticks for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Number 5.
That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Tech has been almost unstoppable today offensively. Between the game plan and the play calling and the execution, it's been near perfection. They're up by 28 over Northwestern. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Getting some heat. And down he goes back into 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's Terry. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Makes the grab on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Looking for a man. It's McCoy. They're trying to get to him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I mean, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, like when it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, I haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the first down.
Here comes the offense on second down.
Ringo! Ringo! Let's go!
Looking for room. It's Hankerson. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? That's reeled in. It's Griffin. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the...
Off he goes! Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They're going to ride this running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
On second down, looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Got his man on the right. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Beavers will call on their punt team. On the move, it's Brown. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Using his legs at the scatterbo. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They have given it up on all 3 of their previous 4th down tries. Can they keep the drive alive here? They'll try it on the ground. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Barges ahead. Touchdown, Oregon State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Arizona State, 14.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
And he throws another interception. Takes it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Beavers! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time. They're up by 24 over Houston. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught near the sideline, it's Scatterbo. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Second down coming up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's got his man.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon State 26, Arizona State 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on 2nd down. The sure hands. It's Scatterbo. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on third down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the right. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Takes the handoff. It's Hankerson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Beavers are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That's caught. It's Hankerson. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The quick out. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give to the tailback. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play moves to change for the first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. We're interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just
trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
On second down, he'll fire. He'll take another shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
Power ahead. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Finds a tight end.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time. He'll fire to his right. Got his man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
And the Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, after that incompletion, it's decision time now for the head coach. You've got to lead. The game's close. Are you going to punt the ball away and count on your defense to win this thing, or do you have the confidence in your quarterback to make one more throw to win you this game?
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He worked his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.